I want to be very clear and say, I don't recommend guessing almost any of the time. However, if you are brand new, a solopreneur, a startup, you can at least put thought emphasis on who am I ultimately trying to serve, identifying your assumptions about those people. And there are lots of low cost ways that you can look to learn about those people and integrate that knowledge into your strategies. So, a common thing that we hear in startups all the time is very often a founder will be like, well, I had this problem, so I'm building a thing, right? And that's great if there's a lot of you and it's a problem that a lot of people share. Always true. And I think also from the other perspective of like, you don't have to know everything and do detailed research about someone to have a pretty good idea about some assumptions around who a user might be and what they might need. And what's really important also is to understand what those assumptions are and what risk is associated with them. So you might have some things that you can pretty confidently assume, right? Like you might be able to know, like, I've worked in X space for this long. I was an accountant for 20 years. I know what accountants need, right? Those are fair assumptions. Um, any assumption that you make about how a senior citizen uses AI is a total guess. Total fucking guess. Right? So and so kind and also thinking about the risk associated with the decisions that you make around that. So again, if you were an accountant for 20 years and you're making a product for accountants and the decision you're making is relatively small, then it's okay. Like the amount of risk could be okay if there's some slight nuance in the problem they're serving. But if you're trying to build something completely brand new and offering it to a totally new set of people and you don't know anything about them, and more importantly, the things that you don't know about them will be very risky to your potential business, that's something to pay attention to.